Number 2, tips to adding drums to your hip-hop beats. Layering and texturing your drums, okay? Let's start off with layering your drums. Layering your drums simply means to add drum samples on top of other drum samples, okay? For example, adding a clap with a snare or adding the same drum sample like a snare or something like that and pitch it high on one track and then pitch it low on another track. And then if you want to, if it sounds good, you can leave it the same. Leave it right in the middle. Don't pitch it at all and have the same drum sample or the same snare sample with 3 different tracks. I'm telling you, it works. It works. It would help everything to stand out. And on top of that, you can add your shakers, your tambourine to add a more complex sound to it. And this adds more interest to your drum patterns. This technique will give your beats a unique sound. Straight up, layering your drum samples will add more depth, impact, and character to your hip-hop beats. Instead of just relying solely on single drum samples like a boring sounding snare, like I just mentioned before, pitch it, all right? Or try layering multiple samples on top of that snare, like a tambourine. You know, have it click at the same time. Have it layering on top of that snare. Thank me later. This is going to elevate your beats when you start layering your drums, okay? I'll give you another example of what you can layer. You can even layer a punchy kick drum with a softer, more textured kick drum sample. This will result in a more fuller sound, a more balanced lower end. You take that kick drum, your original kick drum, and you can leave it the same, all right? Whatever sounds good to you. Get you a punchy kick drum, but then you get you a more softer hitting kick drum with a lower end, okay? And layer that on top of that, man, your beats are going to stand out just by layering your drums, okay? It's going to stand out. Then after you layer your drums, you can sprinkle a little texture on top of what you already created. You can use effect plugins to make this sample stand out even more, all right, with your drums. A plugin I use a lot, it's been out for a while, but it's still dope, is a drip plugin. Drip is a great plugin. I still use it to this day. At the click of one button, you can add any kind of texture you want, depending on the beat that you're making. I still use drip. Check it out. Here's a picture of it. You can check it out yourself, all right? Music production is supposed to be exciting. Layering and adding texture to your drums is what can make it more exciting for you and the listeners, the people listening to your music. This is supposed to be fun. Let's have fun with it. It's not supposed to be boring at all. Ever catch yourself with beats constantly playing in your head? Do you use pots and pans, or maybe even your school desk as an imaginary drum machine? Look, I've been there, seeking an outlet for all of that creative energy. That's why I dove into the world of music production, and it transformed my creative space entirely. If you're itching to explore the world of music production, look, I got you covered. I created a free video, The Beginner's Guide for Music Producers, all right? I'm covering the essential equipment for producers, guiding you through crafting a dope beat from scratch, and shedding light on the exciting career paths awaiting skilled music producers ready to make money from doing what they love, all right? Ready to dive into this amazing musical journey? Head over to AspireProducersLab.com today and let's unwrap the gift of music production together. Your creative adventure starts now at AspireProducersLab.com. Back to the episode.